it's Taren. Welcome back to my channel. This video is our annual Q&A. We seem to do this for the past 2 years, so I figured let's do it again. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what we do is we ask for y'all to ask us questions, any question you may have, and then we sit here and we answer your questions. That's what a Q&A is.
And we answer them all.
All of them. Every single one of them we're going to answer here today. So we'll start with Instagram and then we'll move to YouTube. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Do you watch TV together? And if so, what do you watch? We watch TV every day.
Yeah.
I want to say a lot of times just to have something on, we watch Ridiculousness on MTV.
Yeah.
We've been into...
Right now, rewatching True Blood, but we binge watch a lot.
Yeah.
We will pick a series that has like a lot of seasons or something like that, and we'll watch that relentlessly. So
that's probably what we're doing now.
yeah.
All right, next question. Are you and Brian going to have any kids?
The $1 million question.
Get to it right away.
Yeah.
A lot of people ask this question too.
And as I get older, the question is, a little more difficult to answer. But we go back and forth because, we both have careers and stuff like that. We both like to do a lot of things, travel and stuff like that. And, at some point it's going to be just, I don't know. A lot of my friends, they'll say, so, what are you going to do when your son or daughter's playing one of their sports or something like that? And they say, oh, it's so great that your grandpa comes to watch you. And they say, no, that's my dad. So, because if we started right now, I'd be over 70 when they were in school.
This is a good one. Do y'all have spending limits for gifts for each other? And who is the better gift giver? Let me explain. So, Brian, my lovely husband, is in a different tax bracket than me. I'll be honest. So he can afford quite a bit more than I can for Christmas. So I'm the one that sets the budget and says, listen, we've got to have some sort of limit because I can't spend that much money. So I set the budget. Brian never abides by the budget. He always goes over. But to be fair, I typically go over too because I know he's going to. So we do set a budget, but this year, have you gone over yet?
Well, not yet. I just started, but
I haven't gone over yet.
To me, budget's just, I don't know.
Okay, who's the better gift giver?
She is.
Oh, I didn't know you'd say that.
Yeah,
This year, I got a great gift in that closet over there.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Well, that closet right there. So the reason I say that is because, I'm not going to make excuses and say because I work a lot and I don't have time and all that sort of stuff, because she tells me stuff throughout the year. But I always ask, I said, give me a list of things that you want. And,
and that's what you buy.
Yeah,
He buys the list.
I buy the list.
How did you and Brian meet? We met through mutual friends.
Yeah.
Being so close to the beach and cruise port, where is your favorite vacation spot? So I think we should answer our vacation spot, like where we've been so far. What's our favorite?
Yeah. In a broad answer, we like tropical places. We've been to the Dominican. We just came back from Jamaica a few weeks ago. We have done a lot of cruises, but oddly enough, we have not cruised out of our hometown, which has a cruise ship here.
You haven't. I haven't.
Well, sorry, I haven't. We've gone out of New Orleans. We've gone out of Jacksonville, Florida. I've gone out of Cape Canaveral, Florida. But we like the tropical places. But
yeah.
we said next year, we already kind of decided we're going to stay continental United States. Somewhere close.
All right. Last question for Instagram. When you initially met Brian, did it ever flash through your mind that he may or may not appreciate your body image? Just something I think about when I meet men. That's what this woman says. No.
No, it never did. Let me answer that. So, no. I mean, and I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's something that this person had, issues with or non-issues with or just wanted to know. But I think women have but and even some men have this stigma that men want a particular type of woman. That all men want a skinny supermodel or, whatever. No. Men like all kinds of different women. Okay, I can say this for a fact. All right. It's not about size and shape and, skin color or how your hair is or anything like that. It really is more about the person. I'm not saying this because my beautiful wife is sitting next to me. Okay, obviously, I'm a good bit older, and I've been, out there in the world a little longer.
That's a nice way to say it.
Yeah. So, but no, we really do like all kinds of different women. All right, there is no one type. So.
And I think too, we talked about this question before we sat here. When we first met, the first thing you see before you even talk to someone is what they look like.
Yeah.
So I think that if Brian didn't care for a curvier woman, then we would have never dated in the first place. So he's into it. I'm into it. We're here. We're married. This is what it is.
Yeah.
We have like almost 50 questions on YouTube. First question: what is the one thing about the other person that annoys you the most? And also one thing that you love most about them. I think we get this question every time. Like what annoys us the most.
Yeah, and I think that's a fluid answer or question because it
have
can
we
change.
evolved? Have your annoyances evolved?
Yes.
I don't know if I have one thing that annoys me the most. I mean,
just one. No,
there's
not
probably
just one.
a list. No.
Yeah. All right, so I'll start. Okay, so when we're watching TV, right? You're into a TV show and you're watching it, and we probably sit. If I'm in my recliner, she's on the couch, and we're probably all of 5 feet away from each other. And those of you that have iPhones, you know that the speakers or the speakers on iPhones are very loud, right? Now, granted, they're only about a foot away from your face. They don't have to be that loud. But I can hear hers over the TV all the time. And I give this. So, that's one.
That's one.
That's one.
All right. Well, what do you that you love most about me?
I think she is probably the most caring person ever. All right, whether it's about me or our pets or whatever it is, she probably cares about things and people, and really she tries to show that. She doesn't just you don't see it, you see it, and I think that's probably it.
Which wasn't how I was at first.
No, she was more 5 years ago now, almost 6. Almost 6 years ago now. She was kind of more subdued or laid back and not introverted, but to herself a little bit more. So
it takes me a while to get used to warm up to somebody.
Yeah.
Even somebody that I'm dating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I really have an annoyance with him. I'll agree that while he wants to talk crap about me sitting on the couch, he does the exact same thing. So I'll look over and his speakers he likes to listen to old show tunes.
No, not show tunes.
What are they?
Oh my God, show tunes? No.
He listens to music.
I like old music. I like old rock and roll music. No show tunes. No.
Anyway, it's music.
Yeah, from the 70s and 80s. I love that stuff. So when I'll get on a kick or somebody will mention a song and then I'll go to YouTube or something like that and I'll play that song just to hear it, and then all of a sudden how your stuff below it starts going and go, oh my God, I haven't heard that song in forever, and I'll start listening, and by the time I know it, I'm sitting there for an hour just listening to old music.
And I look over and he's dancing and singing while he's watching this old music video.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's really an annoyance. It's funny to watch him dance. Also, side note, when he watches fights on TV, he fights too. He doesn't realize that his arms are punching and his legs are kicking, or he's weaving in and out. That's hilarious. Okay, what I love most about him is probably the same thing that I said last year. I think I said this last year, that he makes sure that I'm okay before he's okay. And I think that's really sweet. So, all right, next one. My question is, With you guys having a busy schedule, do y'all cook or eat out more often? And who is the better cook and what is your favorite recipe? I say it's 50-50. We cook quite often, like probably during the week every night we cook. But then on our weekends, Sundays and Mondays, we'll probably do like lunch each day or something like that. Brian is the cook. I'm trying. Being honest, I am trying because I want to like cook good meals and have different things in my arsenal of recipes, not just the typical like fried pork chops or mashed potatoes.
She does make awesome fried pork chops.
So Brian cooks the most, and my favorite recipe of his is chicken parmesan. I thought your travel video was fantastic. What's your next trip? Well, we talked about it yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
I think we're going to stay close and maybe do Destin, Florida. Because it's, how far is that?
Probably just a couple of hours by drive.
And we can take the dog.
Yeah.
We'll rent a house where we can take the dog. Okay, this is a long one, so we'll answer them one at a time. First question, babies. We've already talked about that. What are your 5 and 10-year plans for your careers? My answer is, so y'all know I work in TV. I'm under contract. My contract ends at the beginning of February of 2020, and I will not be re-signing that contract because the way it works with TV, because I am an on-air personality, they own this. They own everything, my face, my hair, the rights to anything that I talk about, and it's been challenging for me to move forward a little bit in YouTube because I'm not allowed to accept certain sponsorships or partnerships because I am under contract with my TV job. Now, on top of that, I love my job, by the way. I love what I do. But if I resign, it's years. So I'm kind of in the same position. So what Brian and I have talked about I'll do is we'll just test the waters a little bit. I won't resign. I'll do YouTube. We'll see how it goes. And we'll go from there. What's your 5-year plan?
Well, on my job, I'm kind of at I'm kind of at an upper management position right now. There's not a lot of room over unless I am running the dealership. Okay, I'm in the car business. So unless I'm the general manager of the dealership, that's pretty much the next one. I don't see that happening. Our general manager is a great guy, and he's younger also. So
but he's like level-headed.
Oh yeah,
he's great.
Yeah, he's gonna be there forever and ever and ever. And I love what I do. I'm in finance. I love that job. And so that's probably what I'm gonna still be doing.
I think Brian's goal is to make as much money as possible.
Well, yeah.
All right, another part to this question. What is your favorite time of the day and season? Summer, 2 p.m. Is that what you meant?
I would probably say fall, early winter, and probably about, late afternoon.
Before dark or as it gets dark? Because it gets dark at like 5.
Yeah, before dark, like around 4:47 p.m.
Well, in that case, mine is 2:17.
Yeah.
Favorite and least favorite food?
Oh. Huh.
My least favorite, though I like it, would probably be seafood. We don't eat it that often. I like it, but it's probably my least favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite, I don't know. I was going to say pizza, and then I thought Mexican. There you go. It's a tie.
I'm like anything Italian. I don't know, least favorite. I like just about anything, so that's hard.
What are the best and worst things about your age gap?
That there's an age gap.
Let's see. We're going to move, because there's a bunch of questions in that one, so we're going to move on to the next person. What is an ideal weekend for you? So our weekends are Saturdays and Sundays. That's the days that we share off together.
Sundays and Mondays.
Sundays and Mondays. We like to get out, and we go, if it's summertime, we'll sit at the pool all day, but if it's not, we like to go out and go shopping and have lunch and just, we like to go to like antique places recently anyways. We have been into that.
Anything where we can really get out of the house and just kind of go and, be out there.
Yeah. Do you have a song? No.
No.
A favorite concert? I think we've only been to one.
Yeah, so that'd be
it.
Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
What is the best and worst Christmas gift you've received from one another?
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Brian's really good at clothes shopping, and I think I've said that before.
And she's already knows she's not getting another purse for like a really, really long time. There's no
I'll
best. Say this, there's no worst. There is no worst. I don't think either one of us has ever gotten anything we don't like.
No, I've never gotten. Well, no, you buy from the list. What was your favorite memory from Jamaica? Getting there.
Getting there. The first day. Okay. Well, so let's do this. All right. The second day. The second day, because we got there kind of late and everything. So yeah, first full day. You know, that was the day we got to enjoy the most stuff. We got the perfect spot on the beach right next to the bar. Just getting to go around and stuff like that. But we did stay out there a good bit, so we got cooked. And so the rest of the trip, we were kind of having to be a little cautious. Still had a great time, but we had to be a little cautious. But so I think that was the best part. Mm-hmm. You know.
Dream travel destinations for the future. We talked about what we want to do next year, Destin. But dream travel. We talk about Australia.
Yeah, we have some friends in Australia, and we've talked a lot about trying to meet. You know, either us go there or meet halfway or something like that.
Or the same travel distance. We've talked about like Hawaii is the same distance in a plane for both of us.
Yeah.
So we could do something like that.
Yeah.
But it's just a long time in an airplane. Do you guys have a binge-worthy TV show or binge-worthy show you watch together? Right now, it's True Blood, but we're rewatching it, so we don't really have a new one. If you have a good suggestion, then drop it down below.
Yeah, Mindhunter was really good. It's only a couple seasons, but it was really, really good. It's kind of based on true events, but they kind of creative aspects to it. But it's really good. It does make you think.
My husband and me are married 15 years this December. We don't have kids by choice. I'm assuming this is going to be a kid question. Did you put any more thought into becoming parents? That's kind of the end question there. Mm-hmm. Like Brian said, we talk about it sometimes, but I think for the most part, we're leaning towards no. Brian is a parent, by the way. We should probably say that.
Yeah.
Brian has a son. We don't have any children together, so right now I think we're leaning towards no. I'm from Hawaii. Have you been to Hawaii, and would you like to go? That's funny, because yes, we would. Taryn, does hubby honestly not mind how many clothes you buy and how often you go shopping? I guess that's a yes, he does mind.
No, not really. No, not at all.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would you live?
Well, wait a minute. Hang on. Go back to
Okay. So you do.
I don't mind at all how much clothes she buys or anything like that. Not even a little bit. But all right, we're sitting here. This is her room. This is her video room and dressing room and everything. And I'm looking out this way, right through the door into the hallway, vestibule, whatever you want to call it. And there's boxes. I'm talking a lot of boxes, okay? And it gets to be a lot of boxes.
I moved them out of the room so that we could film, and they usually stay in here. But it's all.
Do we want to talk about the kitchen?
Stop it. Is there a project you've been itching to do on your home? We just painted. We just had the inside painted. We've redone our master bathroom, our kitchen. We've done the hardwood floors.
Dining room.
The dining room, that was fun.
We just did the dining room. So next.
We do need a new pool lining.
Yeah,
We've been
that'll
talking
probably
about that.
Yeah, the spring we'll probably get a new pool liner.
Let's talk about sex.
Baby.
Seriously though, how much is normal in a marriage? Everyone has their own ideas on this. Don't get too personal, obviously, but I'd like to know your ideas on what's normal.
There isn't any. Meaning.
No.
Meaning, there isn't any normal, okay? As far as in that, that subject goes, there's as much as you want or as little as you want, as long as you're both on the same page. But there is no normal in that. You can read any book you want to, or watch any video on it you want to or whatever. And I think most of the experts would tell you the same thing, which I'm not at all. But they would say, whatever feels good and whatever feels,
Right.
best for you.
Taren, do you see yourself becoming a full-time YouTube influencer? Yes, we've talked about that. What has been the most surprising thing you've learned about marriage? What would you say is the thing you do that makes your spouse feel loved? The most surprising thing, I don't know if it has anything to do with him, but like with me, I feel like evolved is the word. I feel like I surprise myself sometimes about how nice I can be. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm very happy, so that kind of translates into me feeling loved and him feeling loved, I would hope. And all right, what about you? The most surprising thing that you've learned?
All right, so I was married before, but it was a long time. Like, I was single again for I don't know, probably around 14 years, 15 years at least, before, and, not always in a relationship or anything like that. So I got used to being by myself. And I think being able to live with somebody and wanting to live with somebody for the rest of my life again, I think that's the biggest thing. That was the biggest adjustment, I'll say.
Yeah, that's a good one. What are some small things about each other that you love that the person may not know that you adore? I like when Brian is like watching something funny or hears something funny and he just gets that laugh. Like he laughs so hard that it's almost like a raspy laugh. I think it's so sweet and I think it's cute and it just makes my heart happy because he's just like so happy in that moment. So that's what I love because we do work so much and we don't get to do a lot of things together, I guess, like fun things. So it's nice to see and hear him have fun.
I think it's probably like we had kind of said earlier when we first got together and everything, her, what's the word I'm looking for? Not mannerism, but, her personality was a little bit more, laid back and, subdued. Now, and I don't know if it's me that brought it out or if it's our pets or whatever that brought it out, but she's just really, I don't know. I don't know what the word is. I don't know how to describe it. She's amazing. Yes, she is amazing. She is that. But, I don't know. It's kind of like when you see somebody, when they see a baby, okay? When they see a baby and they're just all giddy and just, like that. That's her when she comes home from work or whatever. That's the way she is. And, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That's kind of it.
Do you plan to stay in the same house?
Yeah. Probably, yeah. We've
done everything we've wanted to this house.
Yeah.
So I don't see a reason. Plus we have a pool. That's the one thing I asked for in a house because Brian bought this house before we were married. Were we engaged yet? I don't think so. So when he was looking at houses, he found this one and said, hey, I found this house I really like. Would you come look at it? And so I show up, I park, and I come in the front door. And through the front door, you can see directly to the back. And I could see the pool. And I was like, do we need to walk through it? Like, do you have different shopping habits? Is one more into looking for sales? We do have different shopping habits. I'm more into sales. Brian is not. He buys whatever he wants, no matter the price. He wants it. He buys. No. He wants it. He buys it. Let's see. I think Brian has great fashion taste. Also, are there favorite things that you like to wear that he doesn't like? So, is there anything that I wear that you don't like?
Animal print. No.
Get out.
No,
Get out.
Sorry.
Get out. I didn't know that.
Yes, every time you put on something that's leopard or
my
zebra,
favorite.
I know. But I'm like, I always tell you, I'm not into the animal print. I'm not, I don't know what. I don't know. I'm just not into that. So here we go. A guest appearance.
What are your favorite ways to spoil each other? I like Brian to cook.
Yeah.
I think he's a great cook, and he picks great recipes too. Like, if, you know, a lot of times we have the conversation of, well, what do you want to have for dinner? Well, I don't know. What do you want? I don't know. And he's good at like coming up with ideas. Like, all right, I'll come up with something, and then 30 minutes later, we've got this like gourmet meal.
You know, she'll like go somewhere with her mom or sister or whatever, and she'll go out, and then you know, she won't say anything, and it's just like she'll bring me a little something, you know, or and it's not about gift giving or anything like that. It's just about that thought, you know, like
That I saw something.
Yeah, the other day she I don't know where you all went, but the other day she came home with just a T-shirt. It was a mossy oak or a real tree T-shirt for me, you know, and you know that's not something she would ever just buy, but she knows that I like that kind of stuff, and it was just a T-shirt, $5 or something.
Yeah. All right. This question I'm pretty sure is for you. What's the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Pancreatitis. No
that
lie.
was rough.
Pancreatitis. Yes, 2-3 years almost. Yeah.
Before we were married.
Yeah. A few years ago, and it was pretty.
I mean, in the hospital for months.
Yes.
And you lost so much weight.
About 50, a little over 50 pounds. And
man, it was.
Yeah, and I didn't know how serious. So if you ever have this, or if you ever think it could happen, you'll have the most horrendous abdominal pain you can ever imagine. If you've had kidney stones before, it makes kidney stones look like a walk in the park. All right, and get to the doctor right then, because I had no idea until way after everything. I was back to work, and I started looking it up on the internet and realized that about 200,000 people a year die from pancreatitis, and nobody told me about this while I was in the hospital. They kind of just kept that part from me, so I'm just like, yeah, whatever, do whatever, you know, cut me, you know, whatever, and yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. Where do you see yourselves in 1, 5, or 10 years? We've kind of talked about that. Who usually drives when you're together on road trips? Or do you ask each other who is going to drive? We take my car because I have a small SUV. He has a truck. So it's easier to like maneuver my car in and out.
If we're going on a long road trip, I drive. If we're going on just around town, she generally drives. Cause
I get car sick.
Yeah, she does. So it's better if she drives. When she drives, she's fine. If I'm driving or whoever's driving, she doesn't sit
I don't like it.
So yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Do your pets gravitate to one of you more than the other?
Right here.
Can't help it. Does Brian help you with all the clothing returns? Yeah.
Yeah.
We help each other. Like, if I'm going to the post office and he needs to, I'll take his stuff with me or vice versa.
Yeah, I have to go out of town tomorrow, so I have a box that's getting returned, so she's taking it. So
I love to hear couples talk about how their relationship has evolved over time. People always say relationships are best when they're new, but I totally disagree. What is your favorite difference about your relationship now than when you were dating? I don't know. I mean, it's different now. Definitely, it's different now. You know, I never, like, as much as you love someone, like, when you meet them or get engaged or the day you get married, I feel like that love just grows over the years. So today, I love him more than I did the day I married him, but that doesn't mean I didn't love him the day that we got married.
Absolutely.
So I think that it's evolved that way. I think that there's so much more trust in one another, like, you know, emotionally, and it's just him and I. We're together.
That's right. I think as time goes on, all right, you can say things to each other that you would not say before. Or if, and I'm not talking about, I'm basically talking about if you disagree with them on something. Most people, when they're in their beginning stages of their relationships and everything, will hold their tongue. Because they're afraid that they're going to offend that person to the point that they're going to walk away or whatever. And, you know, when you're together for you know, years, that kind of stuff goes out the window. When you need to say something, you need to say it. Now, the best advice I can give is don't let things fester. If you have an issue with that person, say it. Don't wait and wait and wait and let it just go. All right, because it's going to come up again,
and it only hurts you.
Yeah, and then it's going to be it's going to be worse the next time. and then the next time, and then the next time. So if it's, it goes from this big to this big real quick. So just say what's on your mind, and have a discussion about it and move on.
If you say it with a smile, it makes it a little bit easier. Does Brian care how much money you spend towards clothing hauls that you actually keep?
I don't
No.
even have a clue how much she spends on. So
all of our money is separate.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know how much money I spend. Do you think that with both of you having careers, do you have time or even want to have children? Yeah, we've talked about that. Do you ever feel that gaining weight over the years has hindered anything that you've done in your life thus far? No.
No. We're yo-yos.
Yeah.
Okay? We go up, we go down. We go up, we go down. So, yeah.
So, if you could go back in time and redo a portion of your life or change a decision you made, what would it be? And how would that impact you today? I don't have anything that I would change.
No, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I can't. And this is the first time we're hearing these questions. So,
Yeah.
We're not thinking about them. But as
I
far
say
as,
no.
no, I don't think so. Yeah.
I'm not sure if y'all are from the great state of Alabama. I am. He's not. But on that very special Saturday in November, do you roll tide or do you wiggle wiggle war damn eagle? She says answering this question might lose a percentage of subscribers.
Well,
We're gonna just say
hey,
war eagle.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We don't utter those other words.
What interests do you have in common? And what interests have you given a chance because your partner liked it? And did you end up liking it? I think when I met Brian, he was into hunting, and I wasn't into it, but I've tried it. Like, I haven't gone out and like done it myself, but I'll go to the hunting camp with him and hang out and stuff. So that's an interest that he has that I've participated in. Do I like it? I do it because he likes it and he wants me to go.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and I appreciate that. Like when she wants to go clothes shopping. I'm the toter.
You are the toter. Stacy's question.
Ah.
Hey, girl.
Okay.
My question is, when are y'all coming to the hunting camp again? I miss you guys.
All right. So we will be there probably in about 2 weeks because all right. If any of you are hunters or know about hunting or have husbands or wives or whatever that are into hunting, there's bow season, there's gun season. I am not an archer. I don't hunt with a bow. I hunt with a rifle. All right. So right now is bow season. So I don't go until then. But Stacy, we will be up there in a couple of weeks, and I'll be up there pretty much every weekend after that.
All right. Very last question. Where is your dream place to live? Your number one vacation spot? Dream place to live. I like living near my family. So wherever they are is where I want to live. Mm-hmm. And they all live here. Yeah. Well, besides Brian. Brian has some family that kind of lives...
Yeah, my sister lives in, I have family all over, but my sister, that's my close family. She lives in Reno, and my son lives in West Palm Beach, South Florida. So kind of split apart in the middle, but if, that would be the dream to have them all close by as well.
I like Florida. I'd live in Florida because it doesn't really get that cold.
And New York pizza's there. So
yes, New York pizza.
Yeah, it's a restaurant down there. It's great.
Yeah.
As far as dream, if there was family was taken out of it and all that, Italy. Okay, if you ever have a chance to go to Italy. It's awesome. So.
Okay, my dream vacation place.
Italy.
I like tropical, but I want to try other things too. I just don't like flying, so.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. We're done.
All right. That's
it.
That was just so short.
It wasn't short, actually. We've been filming for 44 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Almost 44 minutes.
Wow.
All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button.
We forgot one thing. Okay. So
you may get it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
So we have a challenge between ourselves, and we're going to ask you all to be the
judges.
The judges.
Should we show them?
So
we have 2 of these gingerbread kits.
Yes. So the
gingerbread
rules.
house.
Yeah. So the rules are We both have to use the same kit. We can't use anything else in that, and we are gonna both create a gingerbread house. And I guess there's a gingerbread man in there too.
Yeah,
Looks
there's
like.
all kind of stuff in here.
So we're gonna do that. And
You get 2 gingerbread men.
oh, 2 gingerbread men.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So what we're going to do, we have 2 of these, so we're going to do like a little challenge video, obviously, where we build these each ourselves, see whose looks better, and then we'll let y'all vote. So that'll be a fun video for the holidays, I think. Includes everything you need to beat your husband in a gingerbread house building competition.
See, answer to the question of
Hi.
a little bit ago.
Okay, get down. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. We will see y'all I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Bye.